Welcome to Cherryblossom Yoga. I'm Robin Dinerman. This is a half-hour Hatha Yoga class for beginning and continuing students. Headaches. We all are subject to headaches now and then. There are different causes. Some, of course, are medical or physical, but some of it has to do with holding a posture for too long. Let's say you're working at your computer for quite a while and you're not changing your position, or maybe you've been driving a car and again you haven't moved at all and the muscles are starting to tense up, maybe because of traffic or because you're focusing so hard on what you're doing. So you can stretch to release muscle tension. But before I continue about headaches, I'll share a little tip with you that I learned only a few years ago. You might be dehydrated, so drink a big glass of water, see if that helps. And that has helped me. Today, if I get a headache, first I drink a big glass of water. Make sure that I'm not dehydrated. Another thing that you can do is to warm your hands up. Creating friction and warmth, and cup your eyes. And as you're breathing in the fresh air, focusing on your breath, deepening the in-breath, extending the out-breath. And you can feel your muscles start to loosen, your shoulders begin to drop. And releasing the hands. And maybe you're feeling a little better already. We're going to take the hands again and use the finger pads. And above your brow or throughout your brow, you're going to feel some little indentations. So you're going to press into those with a circular movement. And of course, if you wish, you can sit down for this. That's just fine. I find it particularly helpful to massage the area just above the upper jaw. And you can feel around for those indentations. You can even move into the sinus area. Through moving back through the temples, into your hairline, over your head. And I'm changing position again. I'm going to move down right below the ears. And I have a finger right behind the earlobe on each side. And to the lower jaw. Now on the back of your head, there are about 16 muscle attachments. So if you feel around on your scalp, you're going to feel those little indentations, and then you can, I found them. Okay, and then with a little pressure and the rotation, the circular movement, the massage feels good. If you can find someone to do this for you, it might feel even better. But I'm moving down to the occipital ridge, and just below there, for me, I'm feeling a little tightness, tension. So rub as much or rotate as much or press as much as you feel will help relieve that tension and loosen up those knots. Then one of my favorites is giving yourself a good pat on the back. So again, I like to warm the hands, and cup it, and then work my way up the shoulder to the side of the neck, back down, reaching back over the shoulder as much as I can. Sometimes I use the other hand to help bring the arm around. Nice pat on the back, warm hand on your shoulder, and then the other side. You can warm that hand up again. Cupping your hand. Sounds reassuring or comforting to me. And then using the other hand so you can reach around beyond or to the shoulder blades. And then hug yourself, walking your fingertips to the rims of your shoulder blades if you can get there. And then just very slowly lifting, breathing in and lowering, breathing out. And inhaling, you can let the chest expand here, and exhaling, you can actually hug yourself a bit and help the chest, the rib cage, contract. Tighten your belly muscles, help push the air out. And inhaling. And changing arms. Will feel odd at first, and inhaling up and exhaling. Then place your hands behind you at the lower back. Try to bring your elbows close together so you're opening and closing. And remember, if your muscles are still kind of cold, or whenever you begin your practice, that go as far as you can in terms of getting into a pose. And as you warm up, you can try to extend the pose or go more deeply into the pose, but never force. Backs of the hands press against each other, and then rotate the arms back, pointing back with your thumbs. Deep breath in, and exhale and press. And taking care that as you come out of a pose, you exit the pose just as slowly as you went into it. Let's shake the arms out, shake the hands, move the fingers around, and again, shift your weight and shake each foot out. And let's just shift the weight from side to side, just so we're not neglecting the rest of the body. And then come back up into Tadasana, firmly planting your feet into the mat, visualizing your spine lengthening, feeling how strong your legs are, the muscles around your waist, around the pelvic area are strong. They're supporting your standing tall. And you're reaching up through the crown of your head. So again, for the neck, muscles and tension through the neck, jaw, and shoulders, we're going to simply lower the chin down about an inch, inch and a half. Bring it back to center, and then up about an inch. So it's a very small movement of about 2 inches. Now you might hear some crunching or grittiness or feel some grittiness. I don't today, but I've been doing this regularly for a few weeks. Then turn your head about midway and go up and down. Remember, it's a small movement. And then come back to center. Turn about midway to the left or the other side and up and down. And then come back to center, lower your head, interlace your fingers, place your hands on top of your head. Let gravity do the work. Do not pull the head yourself, but just let the weight of your arms help stretch the muscles of the back of your neck. You may even feel some stretch going down your spine. Exhaling. This should feel good. And then slowly release the arms, slowly level the jaw. And we'll do a different version of that yes-no head bob, turning as far as you can to one side. About 2 inches, about an inch down, and then 2 inches up. And then slowly work your way towards center. To center. A little bit to the side. And as far over to the side, peeking over the shoulder. And come back to center and pause, hands at the heart, breathing into your center and exhaling. And scanning your body, looking, well, really just observing. Notice areas that now feel warm because the circulation has been improved. Looking for areas that still feel cool because they haven't been stretched yet. Check your feet. Are your toes clamping the floor? Or do you need to move them around a little and release tension? And then place your hands inside of your elbows, feet hip distance apart, knees bent, tuck your chin in, come down about halfway. Try to pull your belly into the pelvis, looking through between your legs. without bouncing or straining. Feel your neck being stretched. Feel the weight of your arms, the position of your shoulder blades. And shift your weight over the right thigh and bend and straighten the left knee. Come back to center, shift the weight more over the left thigh, straighten and bend your right knee. And release the arms. If your hands don't touch the floor, don't be concerned. Just hang out, loose as a rag doll. And take a look in your mind at the muscles encircling your ears, moving into your jaws. Notice if your tongue is loose. And then we're going to lift the head so the back is flat. Place both hands, one on top of each other at the lower back. Draw the elbows toward each other. My knees are slightly bent. Keeping my torso straight. I'm unhinging. Coming up to center, tailbone tucked under. Returning to Tadasana and pausing. We'll take a short break from Cherryblossom Yoga, return in a moment, and we'll be down on the floor.
Our fight against coronavirus isn't over. Let's wear face masks in public. Stay 6 feet or more from others. Follow state and local guidelines. And wash our hands frequently. Let's move forward together. Learn more at coronavirus.gov.
Welcome back to Cherryblossom Yoga. Come join me on the floor. If you'd like to be on your couch or in your chair, that's fine too. We are going to do a series of movements that help increase energy, and it's a vinyasa developed by Olivia Miller, one of my favorite teachers. So we begin in Baddha Konasana, seated angle pose, where the soles of the feet come together, and always adjust and pressing my forearms into the inner thighs. I try to lift my rib cage up, and at the same time I'm opening the groin and stretching the inner thighs. And then the fun one, the butterfly, quickly raising and lowering your knees. And this helps warm up the muscles, everything through the hip joints. You can hold on with one hand and exhaling, press one leg away. And coming back to center, exchanging hands, breathing in first, and then exhaling. And another seated pose with the legs out in a wide V, Upavishta Konasana. And I like to flex the feet and point, flex and bend the knees, point and straighten. And then rotate at the ankles. And go the other direction. And then reach and reach, pressing your finger pads into the floor or your mat or the carpet, the grass, wherever you are. And then slowly coming up. And bring the hands behind you to the lower back. Bring the elbows toward each other. Deep breath in. And exhale. And again, separating the legs a little bit more and reaching and reaching. Arms parallel to each other. Without bouncing or forcing yourself. Coming up. Turning over one leg. Just slide down. Lean into the stretch. Letting go, let go when you exhale. Gravity is helping you gradually open. So coming up, see if you can do this without hands or lightly balancing yourself, turning at the waist and folding over to the other side. If you can reach your foot, great. If you can't, great. Doesn't matter. Just aim in the direction of that foot. Let your shoulders sink. You can even allow your head to sink. Can you feel it in the back of your leg? The calf and the hamstring. Very slowly stretching. Again, coming up. Sitting tall, looking ahead. I'm going to bring this leg in for Paschimottanasana, so I'm seated at an angle. And hands at the heart. Breathe in. And breathe out and dive down and reach up. And exhale. Come forward part way. And hold. And inhale up. And exhale, keeping your spine long. Try to keep it flat, which is why I stop up this high. And then inhaling up. And this time we're going to go completely forward. So here I can reach my toes. I'm just going to rest in this position. Lower my shoulders. Look at the space between my ankles. And walk your hands back. Come into Sukhasana, which is cobbler's pose, cross-legged pose. Just an easy, comfortable, not a lotus pose. And I'm going to put right hand on the left leg, left hand on the right hand, and walk my fingers down. So my elbows, my one elbow is over the other, and come forward. Just sink down into the posture. And slowly come up. And reverse the arms. So the opposite arm is on top and come forward. And coming into whatever comfortable position you like. Index fingers and thumbs together for yoga mudra, elbows in toward the hips, and breathe. Allow yourself to receive the benefits of the deep breathing, stretching, twisting, concentration on the body and the breath. And notice how you feel. Perhaps you feel more at ease. Perhaps you feel lighter. Allow your tongue to float in your mouth. Allow your eyes to close. And visualize yourself sitting tall, feeling positive and healthy. When you feel that you're ready, return to center. Open your eyes. I hope you're feeling wonderful, and I hope you can carry that feeling with you into your day, into your week, and into your life. Namaste.